Hi there. Welcome to Kenny's Corner. I'm Jerry. I'm your host. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Red Sox. And I was watching the Sox the other night at Fenway, and fans began chanting, "Sell the team, sell the team, sell the team." And I had to think, John Henry must be laughing at that, although I'm sure it makes him feel bad because everybody wants to be loved and liked. But people are in the ballpark buying soda, buying beer, buying hot dogs, buying peanuts, buying whatever, and chanting pizza, and they're chanting sell the team. Everything they're doing is making him money. And that's not the way to get him to change his spending habits. You want to get him to change his spending habits, there's only one way: hurt him in the pocketbook. And the way to do that is not go to the games. Don't watch the games, don't go to the games. Once again, I've said this before, that's what you have me for. I'll watch the games so you don't have to. And by the way, you're not missing much by not watching the games. They're a boring team. I think they forget that this is the entertainment business, and they're not entertaining. They're very boring. If they give up 2 or 3 runs early in the game's virtually over. So once again, that's how you hurt John Henry. By the way, don't watch Liverpool either. Don't buy the Boston Globe. Let him know. We're going to hit your other businesses, John, if you don't spend on the one we care about, which is the Red Sox. Now, I will cut them a little bit of slack because had they spent money this offseason on guys that we all thought they might want to go after, they wouldn't be any better. Let's look at Alex Bregman. Alex Bregman with the Cubs is not doing much. He's hitting .259 with 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. And this is probably as good an Alex Bregman as you're going to get. Over the next few years, his talent's not going to get better. Now, he's a good defensive fielder, but so is Durbin. Goodness. And he's very good in the clubhouse, and he's a leader. So that would have helped. And I think that's lacking a little bit on this team. I think the young players and the veteran players are sort of, there's a schism between the two. And Alex Bregman might have been able to handle that. Who else did we want to see him get? Well, Pete Alonso. His swing is made for Fenway Park. Well, it's probably made for Baltimore, too, and Camden Fields. And I haven't seen him do much. What's he doing? .215, 8 home runs, 24 RBIs. Not exactly setting the world on fire, is he? So he wouldn't be an answer. Of course, we could have gone for Bo Bichette, put him over at third base instead of shortstop, where he's terrible. And once again, he could go over to the third base like the Mets are doing. But what's he doing? He's hitting .210 with 2 home runs and 18 RBIs. So none of those 3 guys would really have helped the team. Probably wouldn't have hurt him because it's hard to hurt the team at this point. They have great pitching. They really do, other than Bayo. And they have terrific back of the end bullpen closing. If they lead going into the 7th inning, you can pretty much put it in the win column between Slayton, Whitlock, and then Chapman. But once again, my big message for today is don't bother with the chanting. It only makes John Henry at worst feel bad, and probably not even that. But if you want to hurt him, stop going to the games. Stop buying hot dogs, hamburgers, Coca-Cola, beer, whatever. Don't go. And that'll send the message. This offseason, they're going to have to spend money. I think they know that. And they may not want to because we may have a lockout, which they're a big proponent of. They want a salary cap. Big surprise there. 2018, they were the #1 spenders in baseball. And what a coincidence. They had the best season ever in the history of the team. So if they want to win, you have to spend. And it's not, Tampa Bay can do it. Milwaukee can do it. But they don't win anything when you really get down to it. They may get in the playoffs. They may win the division, but they're not going to win the World Series. Not with that business model. So that's what I have to say for today. Once again, if you like the show, please give us a like, give us a subscribe. It helps the algorithm and really gets us to be able to do more and more that we want to do. So I'm Jerry. That's your show for today. The Red Sox are playing Kansas City tonight. Hopefully, that'll translate into a win somewhere along the lane. They really need to win 2 out of 3 in Kansas City to get this thing started in the right direction. Okay, have a wonderful night and go Sox.